Does anyone know what this picture is? This is a picture of an advertisement in the video game Cyberpunk 2077, which got delayed again to December, I think, but it's a very highly anticipated video game. It's got a lot of stuff in it. It's very big. Yeah, it is the Cyberpunk thingy, Velvet. I told you I would talk about it and give my take. I've looked at it quite a bit. Xander Hall actually made a video about it as well. I pull that up. Let's yoink that over there. He made this whole like 18-minute long video where he's like talking about it, and he's like, this is weird. And then he urges people to start a dialogue on this, and especially trans people like myself, to just talk about this and share their thoughts. So that's what I'm doing. We're talking about Cyberpunk. This is an advertisement in a society that takes place in the year 2077. It's the future. I think that the game is a critique on capitalism. There's a lot of economic inequality and stuff. There's a lot of advertisements. Everything is marketed. It's bad. It's kind of a dystopia. But I actually think that this is a good thing. And here's why. I think that even though a world can be a dystopia, right? There could still be good things within the dystopia. There could be social progress. And I think that that's what this advertisement in this world is signaling. I think it's supposed to signal social progress. I mean, it's a person with a massive dick, just a feminine person with an absolutely massive dong. Now, to be fair, I generally don't see what's wrong with this. Can someone point it out? I don't know either, but we will look at Twitter comments and maybe we could be swayed. So first of all, we don't know the gender of this person. We don't know if they were born female and got this dick cybernetically attached, because this is a transhumanist society. People are going crazy with their body mods, just going all out, getting new hands, new dicks, new feet, just going all out. And a lot of trans people find this kind of problematic, especially this cosplay, where this lady, this is a cis woman, is trying to be contextually accurate to the character in the cosplay. And she's got the glowing cyberdong. It's a little too short. Xander Hall said this too. It's a little too short. It's not as, it's gotta be thicker. It's gotta be girthier. It's gotta be bigger. But you can make a video about it too. Velvet, it's fine. You're trans. You could talk about it. That's cool. Not that it's, I'm not saying if you're cis you can't talk about it, by the way. Yeah, this person, as a person, you have the right to cosplay whoever you want, however you want to do it. If you're black and you want to cosplay a white character, go for it. You don't have to worry about changing your body or whatever. It's whatever. You can cosplay as whoever you want. She's got that schlonga. Yeah. You know it. She absolutely has the right to do this, and I do not think that she's being malicious at all. She is not trying to make fun of trans people. She's not trying to really do anything harmful. She's just having fun cosplaying, showing off her cool costume. It's really not that bad. And I mean, she is bringing attention to the dick, but like, is that really a bad thing? If a cis woman wearing a glowy dick is transphobic, then I guess you would have to argue that wearing a strap-on is also transphobic. I really don't see how you could not argue that. I really don't. If someone has the answer, I would love to hear it, but this person's just trying to be accurate to the fictional character. On top of that, I don't think that this ad is transphobic. First of all, we don't know if the character's trans. We don't know. This could be someone born male who just has a big dick but looks really feminine. This could be a femboy. This could be This could just be a girl with a cybernetically attached dick but still identifies as a girl. This could be someone who's non-binary. We really don't know. So to just assume that the character is trans, is that transphobic? I don't know. I'm not gonna claim it is or isn't. I don't care if you think it is. The point is, we don't know the gender. Immediately assuming that the character's trans is kind of cringe. That's all I'm gonna say. It's kind of cringe. Let's see some comments. Isn't this normalizing transness? It doesn't seem mean-spirited, fetishizing, and it makes sense in universe. I don't know, I'm just saying. I agree with this, yeah. I think what this advertisement is supposed to do is it's supposed to signal social progressivism, like normalization of people with different bodies. I think that that's what it means. It means that it's okay to have a different body, and it's also promoting sex work as actual work, which is something I think is very important, and I really believe that. Who's a content creator that I really like that is pro-sex work? Evie Lupine. Evie Lupine makes great videos about sex work, kink community, all that sort of stuff. I would highly recommend you watch some Evie Lupine videos if you don't know about this, but my position is that sex work is work and it should not be demonized to the extent that it is. It's just calling people like whores and stuff. A lot of sex workers, there's a lot of abuse in that industry because of a lack of regulation. The government really doesn't care for sex workers. They don't care to give them any protections at all. It's really hard for them, and they are on a tough grind to do what they do. I believe that it's their body. They have the right to present it and do with it whatever they want. They have that liberty, absolutely, for this society to celebrate that and to celebrate people with different bodies, not the stereotypical, regular female body, regular male body, celebrating something different. I think that that is amazing. If you're a trans person and you're offended by this, like this advertisement, this cosplay, if it hurts you, I'm not going to shame you for your feelings. You feel what you feel. If I were you, I would try to look at this positively. I think that that is a lot more productive, and I think that the people who are harassing this person, which we'll see, this is bad and you should feel bad. I think people like this, I think these are kind of woke scoldy. It will not normalize us, it will fetishize us. What's wrong with portraying anyone sexually? Oh, a regular cis woman in skimpy, lewd clothing or whatever, is that fetishizing cis women? Nobody really complains about that, but if it's a character that is in question possibly trans and they're getting fetishized, then it's a problem. I really don't understand that. Hey, speaking as a trans person, can you not? We don't know if this character is trans, so I don't think that this argument works. We can't assume that this person is trans, and even if they are trans, this is celebrating that. I think this is celebrating that identity and celebrating the profession of sex. I don't think that CD Projekt Red, the studio behind the game, is trying to be transphobic at all. They have this whole, there's a lot of articles and stuff about genital customization in the game for your character, and they added this feature to be inclusive of people who want to represent their bodies the way they are and how they identify. It's a feature made with the purpose of being inclusive. So I think that this studio does think about the way it portrays these sort of subjects, and I think it really cares about that. I think it really wants to make it positive and progressive and open the eyes of gamers who might not know about people with different bodies and show them that it's okay to be like this. It's okay to like people like this. It's okay. It's a good thing. And people who do this profession, there's nothing wrong with these people. They're not bad people. They're just like anybody else trying to make a living and do what they do. Let's look at the chat. she's just doing the cosplay and the source material isn't bad. Maybe with more context, the poster is bad, but we really don't know that much about it. Exactly, I agree. When the game comes out, maybe we can learn, oh, CD Projekt Red is really transphobic and portrays trans people really bad, or people with different bodies really bad. Whatever, we don't know. But just from this one, like, image, this one screenshot, I would say that's not that bad. It's really celebrating this. The thing that always bugged me about people's reactions to this is that if it is a trans woman, then, like, yeah, it may be transphobic, but it's made by a greedy, soulless corpo who treats its people as pawns for money. That's literally one of the main points of the Cyberpunk 2077 universe. That is possible. It is possible that it's just the corporation shilling this and just trying to get woke points. An example would be Sony with the BLM PlayStation 4 background. That's kind of like Sony doesn't actually care about BLM, but if it gets them publicity, same thing with Call of Duty, like they're all like Black Lives Matter, like I don't think they really care, but it gets them publicity, it gets people to like hop on it. Yeah, I mean, if it's fake, I mean, it's not really bad if it's fake. It's just that they're not actually doing anything positive. Call of Duty is saying Black Lives Matter. It's not actually it doesn't actually do anything for Black Lives Matter. It really doesn't. All it does is it makes like reactionary people mad. And I think that's a good thing. I think making reactionaries mauled is kind of cool. God, I might stream this right after you finish the stream, and the first thing I want to do on that stream is talk about this. It's really neat. It's a really interesting subject. Well, I'm also trans woman, and I think your take is pretty reasonable. That would also be great to watch. It doesn't feel like CD Projekt Red is being transphobic. It's a corporo inside the universe of Cyberpunk 27, like an in-game company. Yeah. I understand that it's not CD Projekt Red directly. It's the corporations, the mega corporations within the universe of the game that are responsible for this. The people responsible for their actions are CD Projekt Red, and people are holding them accountable. I think that even if this is corporate shilling or whatever, just wanting woke points, I think that this isn't bad, this isn't harmful. I just think it's good. I think it really benefits people. Let's read more comments. Still trying to think about how you got to the point where you thought this was okay. I mean, putting on a costume and wearing a glowy dick, is it not okay because the person is cis? Like, I think she has the right to do it. She's not hurting me. I mean, if she's hurting you, I'm like, I'm sorry you're hurt, but seriously, like, do not harass this person. As a trans woman, I really hate this. Please never do this again. We can't assume this person's trans. Like, what a good job at being transphobic. Is it though? I'm like really not understanding. I don't understand why you're ignoring the hundreds of trans voices in the replies. You're allowed to make a mistake, apologize, and fix it. It's unacceptable to ignore the impact of your work while clearly trying to get into the spotlight. Do better. I mean, I don't think that this is exactly like mean. I don't think that like this is harassment, but demanding she apologize for wearing a cosplay and trying to be accurate to a character that she wanted to do, I really don't think she needs to apologize. And I'm saying all this as a trans woman. I really don't agree with these trans people, and it's hard for me to see why they're getting mad. It's cosplay. It's not real. It's not something that we should get super emotional about. It's someone putting on a costume, and I don't know. It's a really weird subject, but that's my take on it. I guess in the edited segment when this goes on my channel, I would love to have, if you're trans or if you're cis and you have something to say about this, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is my take wrong? I don't know. I'm just how it is to me. They don't explain their logic. They just kind of say it's transphobic and it hurts trans people. that it's not okay. Like, there's no real answer. I mean, I get it's Twitter. You can't provide huge, like, theses of, you know, your thoughts. You have to give little blurbs. I don't know. I have not seen a lot of substance to this, but I am always willing to change my mind on anything if there's a better art. In the future, if you're watching this after it's live and you have some thoughts on it, or you disagree or you agree or whatever, just let me know. I will totally read your comment. I'll respond to it probably. Yeah, it's cool. What's wrong with cross-dressing in general? People love drag, but not this. Yeah, no, like, there's nothing wrong with cross-dressing. Cross-dressing's cool. You can identify and present however you want. If you want to wear a dress and be a boy, that's fine. I don't think that other people's identities or presentations should offend anyone, really. You can't reason with the abyss braids of Twitter. I feel like it's alright to feel gross about this, but it feels a bit much to go after this person aggressively. I'm perfectly comfortable with cosplay, and how part of me is happy to see it. Just feels like it can normalize certain things. Yeah, I mean, like, people are very emotional about this, and I am not blaming people emotionally. Like, if you're really emotional about it, I just don't understand it. I lack the capability to understand where you're coming from. But if you are hurt about it, you know, just don't take it out on this lady. Really, like don't harass her. That's the wrong thing to do. Bad optics, woke scoldy. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that is the end of this segment.